Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Friday, March 24th, 2017, and I am Katy McQuillan.
And I am Christian Rocha.
In today's top news, we'll talk about March Madness predictions, an update on the attack in the UK, and an insight on Trump's healthcare policy.
These stories and more coming up on Texan TV.
In campus news yesterday evening, we had Mr. Nate Jones on campus for the last speaker symposium of the year. As the director of the Freedom Information Act project for the National Security Archive, he spoke about how to obtain classified documents from the government. He explained the ways everyday people can receive documents that are classified and become unclassified. As Dr. Landis said last night, he is easily known as the James Bond of history. Graduating from George Washington University with a degree in history, he has also written a book called Able Archer 83, The Secret History.
In other campus news, the Region 8 Society of Professional Journalists Conference is taking place this weekend at Tarleton State University. College students from across the state and Oklahoma will be traveling to Tarleton for the conference. Channing Flatt sat down with SBJ President Ashley Ford for more information on the conference.
Hello everyone, I'm Channing Flatt, and with me is SBJ President Ashley Ford. Alright, Ashley, let's just start things off by telling everyone what SPJ is and what they're putting on this weekend.
So SPJ is the Society of Professional Journalists, and with that, you have professional journalists and student journalists, and it's a great way for them to come together, network, learn from each other, and it has a lot of great resources. And every year we have the regional conference, and with that it brings together professional and student journalists from Oklahoma and Texas, and this year Tarleton State University will be hosting it. I've been the organizer of the event, and I'm just really excited for it to start this weekend. Today is the meet and greet. We have a little ceremony where people can just kind of get to know each other and have some drinks in a casual setting and get really prepared for tomorrow.
Is this the first time Tarleton's ever hosted the SPJ conference?
Yes, this is our first time to host it, but we've been very involved in SPJ in the past years, and we're really thrilled that we've been given this opportunity.
And who will be coming in, who will be speaking?
So we have about 13 journalists coming from all over the state of Texas and actually in the nation as well. We have a few of our professors out here speaking, Dan Malone and his wife, Catherine Jones Malone and Liza Benedict. We also have some other speakers, Jake Batzel from SMU and his wife Tracy Everbach, who's a professor at UNT. We also have Julian Aguilar, who is going to talk about border affairs and what it's like to talk about immigration. We have Alex Hudson, who is an evening anchor at K10 TV in Sherman, Texas. We'll also have Sandra Gonzalez, who is going to teach us some Google News lab tools, so that'll be very beneficial for everyone. So yeah, we have a lot more speaking, so if you're interested, register on texannews.net. We'll get you all set up, and we're looking forward to all these breakout sessions for Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And what schools will be coming? Will there be a lot of student journalists here also from around the state, around the country?
Yeah, we have student journalists anywhere from like San Antonio, UT, UTSA, UNT, San Antonio, University of North Texas, lots of schools. We have OU, Oklahoma State coming. We have about 70 students coming out and about 12 to 13 speakers. So there's going to be a lot going on this weekend.
And is it open to everyone? Can everyone just, if they want to go and listen to the speakers, can they register for that?
Yeah, even if you're not an SPJ member, we encourage you to come out, learn a little bit, and this is a really great opportunity for you to get involved. And we do encourage signing up online at spj.com, and it's a great way to get some more resources and learn about the field that you're about to enter. And there's always contests, so that's always exciting.
All right, and to wrap things up, when is it going on and where's it happening at?
So it starts tonight at 5 o'clock. We're going to have a little meet and greet from 5 to 8 in the Writing Center. And then tomorrow we're going to kick things off at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going to do like a little check-in. We'll have some breakfast. We'll have some breakout sessions. And then we'll have a served luncheon with Jackie Combs. She will be speaking. She'll be our guest speaker. And then we'll have the SPJ Awards. Hopefully we'll bring some home. And then after that, we'll have a couple more breakout sessions, and that'll be it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for talking to us
Thank
today.
you, Channing. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Channing.
In local news, the 21st annual Cowboy Capital MS Trail Ride is just over a month away. Rebecca Hernandez sat down with two women who are in charge of planning this event for more information. Let's take a look.
I'm Mary Howard, one of the co-chairs, and I've been involved in the MS Trail Ride all 21 years. This is our 21st year this year, and I'm involved in it because my husband has MS. There are 5 children in his family, and 3 of the 5 have it, and they have a cousin that has it. So my hope is that we raise funds to fund research so that the next generation in this family will not go through the suffering that all of these have gone through.
And I'm Diane Tidwell, and I've also been involved in this trail ride for 21 years, but my involvement started kind of innocently. I just like to ride, and I have friends that like to ride, and 1997 was the first ride, and a friend of mine said, "Hey, I'm going on a trail ride, you want to go too?" And I said, "Oh, okay." So I joined them, and we came out and had a trail ride. I didn't even realize what it was all about and that it was a fundraiser or anything. So we just had a fun. And then there was a trail ride the next year and the next.
Trail Ride is a fundraiser for multiple sclerosis, for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. The funds that are raised here are sent to the National Society and used for research for the cause and cure, because there is no known cause or cure. It's always held at the Tarleton's Honeywell Ranch. That's a ranch just about 5 miles outside of Stephenville. And it's always on the first Saturday in May.
We would like people to try to raise $50 at least, or donate. And if when they do, they get a free T-shirt, and all the riders get a goodie bag. And but don't just stop at $50, because it's very easy to get $100 or $200 if you just ask your friends, neighbors, family, co-workers. And it's not so many dollars. It's not a pledge like so many dollars per mile. It's just a flat write out a check or give some money as a donation. Brochures, and if people are the old-fashioned way, like to do it with pen and paper, you can fill this out and either turn it in the day of the ride or send it in ahead of time. We have a website that we're really proud of. It's ccmstrailride.com. You can register online there, but it's not required to register ahead of time. You can register the day of the ride, and that's fine too. There's 2 release sheets on our website, and there's a donation form on our website that will help you to raise money. And so you can print all that stuff off and either email it to our trail ride email address or bring them with you that day.
Again, that's on our website, and it's on our Facebook page. And then you can email me, and I'll get more information to you. So.
And all around town, look for these orange flyers.
Yes.
And we have bigger poster too for people that have room for the big poster in their windows. And the brochures will be on a lot of countertops and a lot of the merchants. And so this is the old-fashioned way of getting the word out.
I would like to thank Mrs. Howard and Miss Diane Tidwell for being here at Texan TV. I'm Rebecca Hernandez. Back to you, anchors.
The ride will be on May 6th at the Tarleton State University Honeywell Ranch, and registration is open now until the morning of the ride. To see the full interview, visit the Texan News Service YouTube channel.
In state news, police in Groves, Texas said that a man clad in a leopard print robe, black mask, orange Crocs, and gloves held up a McDonald's restaurant armed only with a hairbrush. Gendavis Deadman Joseph was arrested after a brief police chase, and authorities say that they recovered $130 from Joseph.
In national news, as most of us who follow politics closely know, there has been talk of the Trump administration repealing and replacing Obamacare with the American Health Care Act almost all of his presidency. There have been ups and downs, and with a lot of Republicans and Democrats against the plan of the new bill Trump's team is trying to pass. Lawmakers were scheduled to vote either for or against this new healthcare bill by Thursday night, and everyone was nervous, waiting to hear what the new administration had come up with. However, the GOP pushed the vote back until Friday night. Speaker Paul Ryan sounded optimistic about the outcome, telling the AP, "For 7.5 years, we have been promising the American people that we will repeal and replace this law because it's failing families, and tomorrow we're proceeding. Hopefully, lawmakers can come to some agreement, and Americans will know what the new healthcare bill will look like officially."
In international news, authorities have identified a suspect in Wednesday's attack on London. Khaled Massoud, a 52-year-old UK-born resident, was responsible for the rampage that killed 3 people and injured at least 30 others. The dead were identified as British school administrator Ashia Farade, American Kurt Cochran, and Constable Keith Palmer, a 15-year veteran of the Metropolitan Police. Massoud has a long criminal record and was once investigated for extremism, but he was not put on a terrorism watch list. This was the first deadly incident at Parliament since 1979. For more of today's national and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. The House of Representatives now plans to vote Friday on the Republican plan to repeal and replace Obamacare. President Trump says if it fails, he'll move on to other issues and the Affordable Care Act will stay in place. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says he'll lead a filibuster against President Trump's Supreme Court nominee Neil Gorsuch. Some Democrats say they're concerned about whether Gorsuch is willing to stand up to Trump. 2 toddler boys have been found safe near Palm Springs, California. They were in a car when it was stolen late Thursday night. And fire officials say a fast-moving wildfire has burned at least 40,000 acres in the Texas Panhandle. It was reported to be 10% contained late Thursday. Matt Small, the Associated Press with AP News Minute.
March Madness is in its full glory. People all over the nation are glued to their television screen or their phones to make sure these teams they picked on their bracket continue on. The Jayhawks have no shame in their Madness game. UC Davis, Michigan State, and now Purdue have all gotten a little taste of Jayhawk basketball with a dominating win on Thursday night. Arizona took on Xavier on Thursday as well. This game was a nail-biter, but Xavier clinched a spot in the Elite Eight, and according to the AP, this is the first time in 10 years. Kansas, Gonzaga, Xavier, and South Carolina are still in the running.
Now let's head out to Whitney for a look at this weekend's weather.
Thanks, guys. Today's weather has a high of 82 and a low of 51. Right now, it's currently 57 degrees and sunny. This weekend will be sunny and windy with highs in the 80s and lows in the 50s. Back to y'all.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from Tarleton State University in Steubenville, Texas.
Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays, and if you live off campus, tune in on Northland Cable Channel 9.
You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news.
Today's broadcast was produced by Channing Flatt, Whitney Walker, and Rebecca Hernandez. Have a wonderful day, Texans.